All right, homeowners, this is Mike with Marsh Buffalo Home Inspections, and today I wanted to talk to you about doing walkthroughs on your home, the importance of not only walking around the outside, but walking around the inside and getting up inside your attics. Just because everything looks good on the outside, the caulking and the flashings does not necessarily mean that it is. When you get up on the inside, you can see if you're getting leaks that are penetrating through your flashings and your roofing materials. These are just things you can't see when you're walking around the outside. It is important to get up inside your attic or hire somebody to go up inside your attic to take a look. All right, so we're going to walk around this house. I'm going to show you what we can see from the outside, and then we're going to go on the inside and I'll show you what we can see from the attic space. One thing I want to point out while we're walking through here is this tree. The overhang is getting really close to the house. Probably by springtime this is going to be touching the house. So this is a good time to get out here while it's cool and trim these branches back. You don't want them rubbing on your shingles or the siding. It's a good place for pests to jump off onto your roof and get in your house also. So what we're looking at here is the underside of the soffit and the front of the fascia. So I'm going to zoom in on this fascia and this drip edge right here. And we're going to look up. We don't see any issues where there's missing drip edge. The cladding looks good. It's overlapped properly. The soffit looks good. The caulking looks good. So just looking from the outside of this house, I wouldn't suspect that there's any issues. All right, we just got done with the outside and we didn't see anything that rose any red flags. Now we're going to go up in the attic and see what it looks like in there. All right, we're up in the attic now, walking around, and found this spot. We can definitely tell that there has been a leak. We don't know if there's still currently a leak, so we got the moisture meter. We're going to go ahead and check it with the moisture meter and see if it's wet. We've had some recent rain, so if it is leaking, it should still be wet. If it's not wet, it's possible they've had a past issue and they've already had it repaired. So we're going to go ahead and test it with the moisture meter and see what we find, and go from there. All right, so we're checking it with the moisture meter. We're going to check the surrounding areas to see how it compares. So the best I can tell, this is a past leak. The moisture meter is reading pretty comparable to the surrounding areas. It is pretty dry to the touch. It's just flaking off. Typically means that it's a past leak. Gonna go back up on the roof, measure it off, see if we can figure out exactly what had caused this, and we're gonna report it that the homeowner should monitor this just to see if it does start leaking again in the future. But like I said, it looks like a past leak that's been taken care of. All right, we're back up here on the roof. I'm going to walk right to the spot that I found inside. I'm just going to pan across here, see how well hidden this spot was. This is it right here. So you can see how well that blends in. You can't see it from the outside very well. And that's why it's important to get up on the inside and take a look and see what you can see. Again, I just want to recap. We were up on the roof first. We walked around the outside of the house. We didn't see anything that raised any red flags. Everything looked pretty good. Wouldn't have suspected that we had an issue going on in the attic. Once we got up in the attic, we walked through. We did see that one spot, and we checked it out. It ended up being something that was an old issue. So we're not concerned with it right now. We do want to keep monitoring it, but the point of this video is just to point out that it is really important to get up in that attic and walk around and see what you can see, because you're not always going to see it on the outside. You have to get on the inside to see these leaks.